Is Otto back with us?
Yes, I am.
All righty.
My really spotty Paris hotel Wi-Fi, guys.
Okay, let me go back to leaning at the tape. Noah Lyles ends up winning the gold, fastest man in the world. Tell us about the process of that when you're a sprinter.
It's not the sort of thing that you would practice very often, but certainly leading into a championship setting, it's something that as a coach you go over with your athlete. Hey, remember, the difference between gold and silver, bronze and no medal might be the lean. It's always been the case. I've seen a lot of people online going, oh, no, it's the foot. That's speed skating. Oh, no, you can win by a nose. That would be horse racing. In our sport, it's the torso, the first torso that touches that left side of the finish line. That's the person who wins. So I saw the photo, there's about 2 inches when you blow it up between Noah and Kashane Thompson of Jamaica, and that 0.005 seconds on the clock, that's the difference last Sunday night between gold and silver.
How long do you think Usain Bolt's record time in the Olympics will stand?
They're not getting anywhere near that record the 100-meter record I think is going to last a little longer. Noah, if he wasn't doubling, I would think he would have maybe a chance to get a little closer to it. He's 0.12 away from it now with his 19.31 American record. I think Bolt's 200-meter record will go first. The 100 is going to take a little longer. Noah, if he improves his start, maybe, and Kashane Thompson, certainly of Jamaica, who got the silver medal, has a chance at it down the road.
And just the build of Usain Bolt, that's how rare is that in sprinting that you have somebody who, what is he, 6'2", 6'3"?
No, Usain is 6'5".
Oh.
To have somebody at 6'5" be the Olympic champion, world record holder, and greatest ever is unheard of in the past. I mean, Carl Lewis, Olympic Christie, and the generation before Bolt, those guys were tall at 6'2", at 6'3", but 6'5", he's an anomaly because he has those big old legs which can cover so much ground, but he also has amazing turnover for somebody who, like me, is only 5'9".
We get caught up in speed in other sports like football, like Tyreek Hill. Okay, you know where I'm going with this.
Maybe.
Does Tyreek Hill have world-class speed?
Tyreek Hill has world-class speed. He's one of the few guys that I look at, and when announcers on a Sunday say, that's world-class speed, I go, yep, that is world-class speed. You can probably count the world-class speed in the NFL actually on one hand, maybe two, though. There's a lot of guys that get lauded with, oh, yeah, that's world-class speed. World-class speed is not the ability to just hit a top-end speed. The world-class speed means you hit it and then you're able to hold it. At 80 meters into that 100-meter dash, Noah Lyles was not yet decelerating, and that's what makes him special, and that's why he has the Olympic gold medal.
But if Tyreek Hill and Noah Lyles did a 60-meter dash,
it wouldn't be pretty. Tyreek tried the 60 a couple of years ago, and no, he's not training for it, and his body's been beat up by the NFL, and he has to be a lot bulkier, and I get all of that. I coach a ton of football players. But Tyreek ran 6'7". Noah this year ran 6'4". That may not seem like a lot in terms of the math, but that's a butt whooping.
40-yard dash.
What about it?
Same thing if they ran 40?
No, obviously it would be a little closer, and Noah's not the greatest starter ever. So no, it would be a little closer. And, maybe if they ran 10 times, Tyreek would get close once or twice.
He's Otto Boldon. He'll be on the call, track and field on NBC, 4-time Olympic medalist. The peripheral vision that you have to have, how important is that in certain races of being able to see what's on the side of you?
It's important, but the thing about peripheral vision is the faster you are going, the more it can lie to you. So if I'm standing still, my peripheral vision can be 100% trusted. I have a sense of if somebody is ahead of me or even with me or behind. When you're running at 27 miles an hour like Noah was last Sunday night in that 100-meter final, it can deceive you. And sometimes you think somebody's ahead, they're actually behind. It can be a little confusing when you're going that fast. So sprinters are taught, okay, you can I mean, your peripheral vision will be there, but don't take it as gospel. It's almost like your side view mirror in your car. Objects in your rearview mirror are closer than they appear. It's like that.
What's coming up this week that we should keep an eye on?
I think the thing now that amazing 1500 meter run was had last night. I think the thing that everybody's looking forward to now is men's 400-meter final tonight. And, of course, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone versus Femke Bol of the Netherlands, the two best of all time in the 400-meter hurdles. Not that the men's 400-meter hurdles isn't going to be great, because in that race you have the three best of all time, and American Ryan Benjamin is undefeated in 2024.
What's it like getting in the starting blocks, 100 meters?
I say that, I mean, look, I have kids, and I remember the birth of my kids, as we all do. But I also remember all my Olympic finals, particularly in the 100. And to see it last Saturday for the women and last Sunday for the men reminded me of how special a moment it is. It's you and the other seven fastest people in the world. There's a helicopter above. The entire stadium is hushed. And you know that you are going to be remembered for the rest of your life by how you do in this one race. It's why Bolt is a megastar. It's why Carl Lewis is revered everywhere he goes. Michael Johnson, obviously in the 2 and the 4. But it's a very special moment, and not one that you ever forget.
But put us in that moment of what do you hear aside from the gun going off?
If I can think back that far, it's been a while since my last Olympic final. You hear a little bit of the crowd. What I used to try to hear was my own inner thoughts saying, respond well to the gun, be patient in your drive phase, which is that first 20 or 30 when guys still have their head down looking at the track, kind of pushing their way through the first part of the race. And then you always want to tell yourself, don't panic, don't be tense. Relax your way all the way through. And that's what Noah did. Noah had a master class in it last Sunday night. On my Instagram, your viewers and listeners can go to it. I broke it down kind of 0 to 100. Why Noah won? It's because he didn't panic, because at one point he was last in the race. In fact, at 10, 20, 30, and 40 meters, Noah Lyles was in dead last, but he ran the last 60 faster than anybody else, and that's why he's the Olympic champion.
Do neighborhood dads ever want to race you?
All the time. It's like boxing and sprinting. If you're like the heavyweight champ, people are like, they see you, they put their hands up. When people know you're a sprinter or an ex-sprinter, or you used to be one of the world's fastest men, they're like, hey, you want to race? How fast do you think you can run now? It's like, okay, guys, all right, take it easy there.
Just line them all up, charge them. Make it like a fantasy camp. $500, exactly. I'm going to race you, and then we're going to put this to bed, okay?
Only if you hosted them.
Okay, I got it. Thanks for joining us, as always. Hope you're having fun over there. It sounds great, and we look forward to talking to you again.
I'm having a ball. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you, buddy. Otto Boldon, 4-time Olympic medalist, world champ, and Hall of Famer, college Hall of Famer.